Hey guys, what is up? Red Panda Mining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all having a great day. Alright guys, so in this video I want to talk to you about the all-time highs and how long they've lasted, like how many days or months, and as well some of the all-time lows. And this video corresponds with the video that I made yesterday regarding the when are we taking profits. So it's imperative for us miners to understand and know the history of all-time highs and price action and that kind of stuff, because as miners, depending on your situation, if you're selling daily or weekly or monthly or just hodling, and I know I would say most of us are hodling for the next all-time high, so this video is for you. So just to start, guys, I want to mention this is not financial advice, whatever, all that stuff. I don't want to be sued. Please don't sue me. I'm just giving my opinions. I'm just giving my oversight or insights to what I'm been seeing recently and history, and just putting my thoughts into this video. And if it doesn't make any sense, please let me know in the comments. But let's begin. So I'm on the wikipedia.org, and there's an article here, History of Bitcoin. Now, I just want to show the prices and value history on this article on Wikipedia. So basically, I'm just going to go through a few price points here from like USD to 1 Bitcoin. So this is converting from how much Bitcoin was for 1 full Bitcoin. So some notable all-time highs here are July, the 8th of July 2011. Bitcoin went up to $31. Okay, and they're talking about that the top of the first bubble followed by a price drop. So I would say, yeah, a couple months later, then the price came down to $2, and that dropped quite a bit, right? $31 to $2 back in 2011. And now we go up to the next all-time high they mention here is April 2013, $266. And then in May, this would be a month later, in 2013, the price came down to $130. So take a look at that. That's a pretty big price drop off. Well, as well as the 2011, that was a pretty big price drop off as well. But continuing, the next all-time high, November 2013. I'll show you guys a graph of this in a second. And Bitcoin went up from $350 to $1,242. And then shortly after, it dropped back down after that. So there's you can see there's a history of this. There's a whole bunch of all-time highs where Bitcoin goes up and then goes back down, goes back up, goes back down. And you guys, there's a trend here, right? We're seeing a trend, And okay, so now I wanted to go through how long do these all-time highs last? And they really vary. They vary in terms of how many days, how many months those all-time highs last. But in terms of that peak of the highest price of that time during 2013, 2011, 2015, and now, they don't last that long at all. Like example. Okay, so we're in 2013. I'm on CoinMarketCap right now, and to give you guys some context here, so for example, October 20th, 2013, Bitcoin was $170 to $180, and now we go up to November, let's say November 18th. Bitcoin was $764, and then dropped back down to a $478 the next the next day. So from the 18th to the 20th, it dropped about $300. And then it spiked back up considerably to on November 29th, about 9 days later, to $1,148. November 29th, 2013. So about 9 days later, right? So now we're going to look at how long did this all-time high last. So you can see this day, obviously, November 29th, and then November 30th, and then it crashed back down on December 1st, back down to $900, and then went back up again to on December 4th. So your time frame, for people who are hodling, for example, during this time, their time frame to sell was, I would say, 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days to sell at over $1,100. When can someone predict that kind of thing? Nobody. Well, I don't know and say nobody, but if you're an avid trader or really a guru at that, you can sell. But I don't know. Some people are also very lucky to sell at this price. So 4 or 5 days. Okay, so that's just one example. Now I want to go to another example here. This is in 2017, and so let's talk about the beginning of 2017, around there. So March, the rise up of Bitcoin, basically, when Bitcoin went to 20K. So Bitcoin right now, April 2nd, for example, 2017, it was 1,080 for one Bitcoin. Now you can see the rise up. May 25th, Bitcoin hit $2,694, and then dropped back down pretty much right away the next day to $2,000. So it dropped off around $700 down to $2,000. Now that was maybe a short time frame that some people sold. And for us crypto miners, maybe you guys were taking profits during this time, and you're like, wow, this is a crazy time. And depending if you're hodling or not, or running it as a business and you have to sell. So continuing, there's been multiple highs and lows, highs and drop-offs. It keeps going up and down the next day, up and down the next day, up and down the next day. We're going up. It's around $4,000, going back down $3,200, going back up $5,700, back down to $5,300, $6,100, back down to $5,500, back up to, yeah, you guys see, you guys see what I'm talking about, right? It's just going up and down, up and down. These how do you say it? I guess plateaus, these all-time highs, it really lasts really a day or so. Like your time frame to sell is quite low. So okay, so now let's go to the bread and butter of the charts of when Bitcoin went to 20K. This is probably our most recent, in quotations, all-time high, right? And looking at it now, you guys can see the all-time high, the all-time highest high of Bitcoin in our most recent history for us, and I guess most of you who have started in 2017. You can see Bitcoin here, you can see almost hitting 20K. We've hit 20K. And how long did that last? How long did that $19,908 last? In December 2017? 17th of December 2017 at 4 o'clock. It lasted less than a day, I'd say. It dropped back down to $18,649 about 16 hours later. So if we're thinking of selling all-time high, how long do these all-time highs last? Not very long, guys. Not very long. Less than a day, maybe a couple days, but less than a day for sure in recent history. Can we predict something like that? No, we can't predict the all-time high. We don't know. We don't know when the next all-time high is going to happen, right? If that is going to happen, who knows? We're going to maybe go sideways for a long time, 3 years, 5 years. I can't predict something like that. I'm not going to give you guys that kind of prediction, but I'm just giving you guys some history of the all-time highs. And for us crypto miners, if we're hodling, for most of us that are hodling, when are we going to sell, right? I guess you can say you can choose a time, or choose a price that is good enough for you to sell. So, like example, we've already hit 20K, and we're gonna expect it to hit that 20K and more, higher than that, right? We want to hit that number higher because we've already seen Bitcoin go 20K, and in our mentality, it's something that we want to see because we've been in it for so long now. And we're hodling for the next all-time high. People don't want to sell below 20K. Okay, so that brings me to, this is the last part, guys. This video is written pretty long, I'm sorry. But there's this Reddit post that I saw talking about judge Bitcoin by the yearly lows and not the all-time highs. So this is just another way to look at it. And I'm not saying not financial advice, whatever, all that stuff. Maybe this is another way you can look at it. Instead of looking at it the all-time highs, guys, we can look at it as the all-time lows. And you can see the growth of Bitcoin. He says here, this is by Frogolocalypse. What a tongue twister. I've been saying it for years. Don't look at all-time highs. Look at the yearly lows. That will tell you the growth in hodlers, such as ourselves. Now, 2012, Bitcoin, $4. 2013, all-time low, $65. 2014, $200. 2015, $185. 2016, $365. 2017, $780. 2018, $3,200. And he says here, that tells you the growth in the people who won't sell at any price. So that gives you kind of a perspective, guys. The all-time low of Bitcoin every year has been going up, actually, except for 2015. It actually was below in 2014. Who knows, right? You see this huge dump in between 2017 and 2018 from 780 to 3,200. The all-time low, right? So the growth in the people of the growth in Bitcoin of people hodling Bitcoin and the people that aren't going to sell, right? So that I feel like the all-time lows correlate to the all-time highs of 3,200 was the all-time low, right? And what's that not to say that correlates to what's the all-time low of 2019? And I'm going to say that the low time of 2019 maybe possibly would be let's just say right now we're going to start at 3,400 in 2019 right now. And we're going up gradually. We're at 5,300. What's not to say we're going to keep going up sideways and sideways, 10,000, right? Maybe 10,000 will be the next low of the next low, the longest all-time low. Who knows? We don't know. I don't know. There's just one thing I wanted to read here. This is actually pretty interesting. Definitely tells you more concrete measurement to the value of Bitcoin as opposed to the inflated bubble all-time high. And Frogolopoulos says, there's a method to my madness. I've long believed that only a fraction of people involved in Bitcoin know how or why it works. But once someone actually does learn it, there's an aha moment, and you never look at it the same way. That cohort is continually increasing, and that is the floor in when Bitcoin price, when someone really does understand how consensus model works. They progress to node security, and the most never want to exchange their Bitcoin for fiat. They do it because they have to. They have to exchange it for a thing, not just for weak money. As long as more and more people really understand how Bitcoin works, that number will grow organically. So yeah, I just want to end it there, guys. Interesting, just to look at it at all-time highs, and as hodlers, we have to understand the price action, all-time highs, all that kind of stuff. So take that as you will, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I'm excited and bullish for the future. I'm hodling for the next all-time high, obviously, and I hope we will all profit then, and we'll have a good time. So thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know what you think. I appreciate all of you who watch me day in and day out. If you made it this far in the video, I congrats to you guys. I appreciate you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.